Sandite fans, welcome into this week's edition of the Bobby Klinck Coaches Show right here with our friends at Amped Up Energy and Protein, downtown Sand Springs. Guys, we're already knocking on week 5, and we've had a lot of fun down here. We want to invite you to come down and get you a drink like this Island Breeze or some kind of shake that the coach and the legend got. A lot of fun down here at Amped Up. We invite you to come be a part of it every Tuesday night at 6 o'clock. On set with me tonight, we have Coach Bobby Klinck of the Sandites, the legend, Chris Kaiser. My name is Will Holder, and we're looking forward to talking a little bit about Sandite football. And we've got a lot of cool stuff. We've got some players coming up, homecoming week this week. We're going to kind of focus in on some of that. But before we do that, guys, I just want to revisit one of our opening district games and one of the best games we've had to the season. And Coach, Chris and I had a good time calling it. It was a lot of fun. We scored a lot of points. We kept them 2 weeks in a row off the board. We got shutouts in 2 weeks. Kind of give us an overview what you guys as a coaching staff saw last week that you liked, maybe some of the stuff you want to work on, but just an overall opinion on how it went last week.
I think it's unbelievable. It's already week 5. I think the older I get, the days are long, but the seasons are short. It was kind of funny. The missus and I, Miss Brittany, decided to get in all coaches will know this, we decided to get our one big argument out of the way of the season. We handled that this weekend.
Good.
Love you, honey. Love you, honey. And cross that off. We're good to go the rest of the season now. She wasn't very impressed with 2 shutouts in a row when I brought that. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, no, it's. I think I told Coach Avey this. I thought in both games we were the more physical team. And that goes to show the work that Coach Avey has done to get our players up to the level that they are. I went to that first series. I didn't know how we were going to do, and a quick 3 and out, a bunch of TFLs. I was like, wow, we look physical out there. So I was very happy with how physical we were. And then to start off the game with kind of the fun, trick play. Coach Green was up in the box, kind of going, are we going to do this? Are we not going to do this? And I go, come on, man. Life is short. Let's go. Get this done. And then, Easton chunks at about 60, 70 yards. And what a way to get us started, and then end up, having a really good win.
Let me back up all the way to the second week in a row you win the coin toss. Is that important to you? Is that something
sometimes coaches do it. And then this week they decided to have the players do it. And so, I used to be all weird about that kind of stuff, but
you were.
Not anymore. I'm more spiritual now, so I don't really believe in that type of stuff, Chris. I figured you'd be like that as well, but
That's right.
But no, it's obviously just kind of depending on the game. We always like to defer and have the ball in the second half, and so it was a good way to start a 3 and out and then get our guys going really quick and then get going. Yeah.
And then did the flicker trick play right off the bat.
Yeah.
Chunk it down, and you take control from the start.
Yeah.
I had my notes. You force them off, 3 and out, and four punts and a fumble recovery in the first half.
Yeah.
So, and then of course Dudley's interception.
Sure.
So,
yeah.
In the first half.
Exactly. Exactly. And he had a really good chance to score if he just stayed to the near sideline like we tell him to do. And so we always had to give him some of the business. Dude, you got to stay to the near sideline, man, so you can go score.
Called it. Didn't I say he's got a chance?
Yeah. No, I thought he did too.
He's got a chance right here.
Yeah.
But anyway, and Dudley, we love you.
Absolutely. Yep.
I can't say enough about
We're
it.
excited somebody actually punted to him and not punted away from
Right,
him.
yeah.
So he finally had a chance to run it back.
It was good.
Yeah, so, and then you're up 37-0 at half, and then second half you come and just start right where you left off the first half. You kind of push the brakes a little bit, I think. And,
Sure.
But Dudley gets another interception.
Yep.
In that
Yeah, that was a great play too. I think our defense is finally coming to our own a little bit. We're feeling fairly good with the physical matchups that we have. So we're doing a little bit, not really game planning as much. We're more or less just going to play our defense the way that we play it. And so those guys are playing fast right now defensively.
I had again another low penalty game. I think I had 5 penalties recorded.
Yeah.
You guys are playing clean ball. I mean, clean football on both sides. And
Can't forget about Agent Zero picking up the fumble
I know.
on the far side from us on the Sandite side of the
your
field.
defense is really, there's something special going on with the
Yep.
takeaways.
Yeah, I think so.
Running to the ball well.
And that's the biggest thing. We always say, if you run to the football, good things happen. You know, if you're across the field and you just run to the ball, it's amazing what can happen. You know, ball pops out, just all magically comes your way.
Right.
You know, I always say that it's like, you know, breaks happen to those guys who hustle to the football.
Right.
And I think we're getting that through to the kids right now.
The other thing that I wrote down is you held them to 25 plays in the first half, and 10 of those were on the start of the second quarter. And they drove. That was a 10-play drive.
Yeah.
That started the second, so 15 other plays in the whole half of football. I mean, you guys just manhandled the ball. You play ball control.
That was good. You know, it's, very happy that, we were able to come out defensively and get another shutout. And then offensively, I think we're starting to come into our own. Easton's really starting to settle in on some of the new stuff that we're trying to do. The receivers are doing a really good job of figuring all that stuff. And then up front, offensively, I think we're starting to get our run game going a little
I
bit.
agree.
I think we've kind of figured out our identity up front, what our run schemes are, what we're going to be good at. And any good football team, they have certain stuff that they're really good up front. I think we're figuring that out.
Yeah, I can see that. And you get another young running back involved.
Yeah.
Is it Keelan Corbin?
Yeah.
Keelan Corbin. Yeah.
Dude, he gets a touchdown, and just pretty fun.
Yes.
I mean, and we got another fun week coming, but Will, you close us out.
It's going to be a good time. I just want to echo that we're having fun watching the special teams, and for me as a defensive guy, watching our linebackers and all the guys chase the ball, but they are not running away from collisions. And
Sure.
We're going to get to speak to a young man here just a little bit that is not running away. So don't go away, Sandites. We're going to be back. We're coming to you live from our friends at Amped Up Energy and Protein, where we're talking to Coach Klinck and Chris Kaiser about Sandite football. So we'll be back to finish up this segment and start our next segment. Looking forward to homecoming. We'll be back in just a moment.
Project Dude Man is a men's riding club with a mission to have fun, build friendships, and to free all cyclists from the stigma associated with men's mental fitness and well-being.
Welcome back, Sandite fans. We're live here on set from Amped Up Energy and Protein, downtown Sand Springs. Guys, this is going to be a busy week. I know that my kid's in high school now, so it's already started. Homecoming 2025 is just around the corner, just a few days away. And I know, Coach, we talk every year about how do you keep your kids focused? I know there's a movie on the football field last night. I know there's a parade coming up. I know there's pep rallies, all that stuff. So let's start this segment by yes, we're going to have a football game on Friday night, but let's lead up to that. How do you keep your guys focused getting ready to play our next district game on Friday night?
As any good coach will tell you, we love homecoming. We love the distractions. We love it's one of those things that you do. I mean, it's fun. You know, it is a great experience. But you know, as football coaches, we're singular tracked, and okay, the football game. But you know, it's definitely important for these kids to experience all the fun stuff that goes on, whether it's you're in the homecoming rage, smashing the car, kissing the homecoming, whatever it is.
Right.
Those are things that you remember. It goes hand in hand with your experience as a football player. So I want our kids to be able to enjoy that. And, you know, I guess I'm different where I'm just like, okay, you know, we have a football game. You need to watch your film when you do our practice. But, you know, also go out and enjoy the things that, you know, that make high school football what it is.
Right.
Those are the things that you remember. So I want our kids to enjoy it and experience it all.
In addition to homecoming, Chris, and I'll let you take over, Tulsa Fair's in town. I mean,
Sure.
do you have, do you try to encourage your kids just to conserve energy as it gets late in the game? Do you say, hey, I mean, you say you can't go past a certain day? I know my coach used to tell me we couldn't go to the fair until after Friday night.
Right.
So that's another layer of distraction. That
Distraction.
I don't even mention it because the minute you say, hey, don't go to the fair, they're going to go to the fair.
Selfies
Right?
with corn dogs.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. I remember when I was playing at Tulsa, we had the big old beach volleyball fraternity party that was right outside the
Dorm,
center, right there. And hey, don't go to that. What do you think we did? We were there.
First one's there.
That's where the girls are at. That's where they're going to be. No, it's like I said. I want these kids to experience everything that high school football is going to be about. There's going to be a football game. Those kids are going to be ready.
Right.
You know, with all the distraction and everything, once they blow the whistle, those kids are going to be ready. When I was a football player, you know, you enjoyed all those things and you were going to be ready. And, you know, and to be a part of Sand Springs and the spectacle that is homecoming here with the parade, and I think Miss Elliott, I think we have 50 plus. Miss Elliott is the one that controls all the homecoming. We got 50 plus attendees or whatever.
Oh, wow.
So it's going to be a show now. So be ready to rock and roll.
Well,
our kids are going to be ready to go.
It's a Sand Springs tradition,
Yeah.
hometown,
Come on.
small town. It's pretty
Exactly,
awesome.
yeah.
Do we have any? And this was tongue in cheek, Coach. Do we have
Okay.
any football guys that are rallying for the homecoming court? King,
Man,
you know.
I couldn't tell you.
Okay.
We got quite a few handsome individuals on the football team that I think would make great homecoming teams. but
I just
I'll
wrote that.
I'll let the students figure that out.
Okay, do that.
I don't have a vote. So.
Yeah.
We do have our next district opponent coming up Friday in Capitol Hill. Red Wolves come to town. It's
Sure.
going to be a hostile environment. We've got a lot of homecoming stuff going on pregame.
Oh, yeah.
Halftime, we're going to induct our inaugural class of Sandite Hall of Fame.
That's
And
a neat
so it's
deal.
going to be a lot of fun
Yeah.
to watch some of that. Have you had much involvement in any of that selection or just knowing about it?
So I've kind of had the inside track on who was in it, and it was a really cool thing that one of our assistant coaches, Jay Fleshman, was inducted as a first ballot Hall of Famer, pretty much.
First ballot.
Yeah.
And so we made the announcement at a team meeting, and if you know Coach Fleshman, he talks like this, and he's not very animated, and he got choked up a little bit. It was a big deal to him, and to have in front of his peers and in front of the players of the football program that he loves so much in this town. It was a really neat experience. I'm looking forward to watching him give a 20-minute speech.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
At the banquet come Saturday.
That's right.
And then you have the 67. Is it 67 or
66?
66? Arlie Christmas.
Yeah.
And that group of state champion
I'm telling you,
football
if
guys.
we got Arlie Christmas on this show, this would be an hour-long show.
It would be
man.
2 hour
He is-
long. I know Coach Christmas.
He comes by the office, and I make sure to park my keister and listen to all the just hilarious
Amazing.
stories
Oh.
and just amazing things that he has to say.
Yep.
It's he can't miss either. I can't wait to hear him speak.
He's awesome.
Yes.
And that whole crew, the crew that's still around.
They're a
and
mess now.
They are a
They're a
mess.
mess now.
So, and they'll probably ask you to call some plays.
Absolutely.
And draw some,
Yeah,
draw
we'll
some
get on the
plays.
grease board, of course. Come on.
It's hard to tell if it's legitimately them or not. But if you Google 1966 Sand Springs Sandites, it has a clip, a 27-minute video of a ball game being played for the championship. If
How about
it's
that?
legit, they would
Nice.
be able to verify.
Sure.
But it's really cool to see that. It's
about
all
that?
black and white, no audio. Just cool to watch those guys play for the state championship
neat.
in 1966. Well, it's going to be a fun week, guys. It's
Yeah.
going to be a fun game to call. We got our next district opponent, homecoming festivities. We're going to look forward to that. But we'll see you guys at Memorial Stadium for homecoming. But before we do that, we got another segment coming up. We've got two outstanding players, offense and defense. We're looking forward to diving in, kind of getting to know them a little bit more. Brock Odell's coming, and Mike Moore's coming.
Big Mike.
It's going to be a lot of
Mike,
fun
baby.
to see that. Don't go away. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Tired of life kicking you in the teeth? Come join us this Sunday at Church That Matters at 9 a.m. or 10:45 a.m.
Back at Amped Up Energy and Protein for the Bobby Klinck Coaches Show and our favorite segment number 3 with the players. And we have two seniors, number 69 senior offensive guard, Michael Moore, and number 3, Brock Odell, linebacker. And looking forward to visiting with you guys. You ready to talk some ball?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, thank you guys for making time to come in. How's practice been this week?
It's been good.
So far, so good? Two big back-to-back shutouts defensively, and then a big district win last week against Bartlesville, and then homecoming this week. So one of the opening questions I've been asking everybody that comes on is how would you, and I'll start with you, Brock, and how would your teammates describe you?
Hopefully as a leader. I really want this year, my main goal is to step up and be a leader. Just from switching to safety to linebacker, it's like I got to control this defense now.
Right.
And so me and Emery, right from the get-go, I was like, listen, we got to get this under control and make sure everything's going smoothly.
That's awesome. Love to hear that.
Yeah.
We'll get to that. I want to talk to you a little bit about moving closer to the football. Michael, how would they describe you? Big Mike.
I'd probably say somebody who gets things done. Even if I don't get it right the first time, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure I can't mess it up again.
Exactly. That's an offensive lineman mentality is, hey, you may beat me once, but I'm going to figure out how to beat you the rest of this game or whatever. So as I'll ask this question of you, Michael. At the guard, at left guard is what you're listed at, but how would you describe that position, offensive line, left guard, your role, and what's your responsibilities?
I would probably say it's definitely not one of the easiest jobs, but it's definitely not like Easton, one of the hardest. Have to scan the field. It's like just know what you're doing, and then you'll be pretty all right.
Yeah, so you got to know the playbook. You got to know the audibles, the changes. You know, I've noticed this year with the offense, you guys are looking to the sidelines. You guys probably aren't, but you're getting the calls are coming in, or maybe the audibles coming in from the sideline. How hard has that been to change or get ready for?
It's been fine because we don't really. Easton just gives us the call on the line.
Yep.
We don't really have to know any of the hand signals or
Yep.
whatnot.
Okay, so it's been somewhat simple.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, I like that. So, so Brock, with you, and then I'll turn it over to you, Will, a little bit. Well, we're having a blast up in the box watching you play, and I just lose control, dude. It's so awesome. But so you move up from safety to linebacker. How's that transition been?
I think it's been the best thing that's ever happened to me.
Really?
Honestly, like, safety, so you have so much responsibilities, and it's so hard mentally. Then you move to linebacker, and it's like, all I got to do is read my guard the whole game, and then maybe get the linebacker one time. And I just love being in the play every time. Like, it's awesome.
Well, I knew when I heard that, and I knew that they moved you up closer, being a football guy, I knew you're going to be in a lot more action. You're going to be in a lot more plays. Well, so your key is, so do you key off the guard? I guess that's what you read first, and then
that's our key.
So, what's your favorite part about that linebacker position then?
I got my first sack last week, and that felt pretty good.
That's
so,
a good, yeah, that's big time right there. So, and you're just a heat-seeking missile. You're in there all the time, man. You and Smittick, but it's been fun to watch. And so, I'm going to ask you one more question, Big Mike. Run blocking or pass blocking? Is that what do you like better?
Definitely run blocking. You know, I can actually attack a guy instead of, getting drove back or whatnot. I can I have a feeling where the play is going instead of not knowing where Easton's at. And
Yep. So, if if it's 4th and goal, game's on the line, what play are you calling?
for Colorado.
You coming behind you? Are you going to run it behind you, or what's?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. We'll take over here.
Brock, it's been fun to watch you. I'm a fellow defensive end guy, so what I like watching you and Chris and I, he does get a little excited when the contact that you make is exciting to see. We talk about it all the time, every week. We love to watch you and Smittick blitzing up the middle because a couple times you came almost untouched this past week. And so watching you close the deal is one of the funnest things that we get to see up in the box. And so do you get to do a little bit of pass coverage too? Do you drop back?
I do. So if it depends on the call, really. If it's a blitz, I'll blitz. But if it's like a regular run play and the guard pass blocks, me and Emery will go set in coverage. So that's what we do if it's a pass play.
Okay, so big hit or an interception?
Big hit.
Big
hit.
I know I like it, Chris.
Yeah, I know.
I'm slow as Christmas, but I like that big hit part of that. So it's been fun to watch. Mike, what about you? When it comes to blocking? He mentioned run block or pass block, but how good does it feel if you ever get to pancake somebody and just kind of get up off the pile as they're laying underneath you?
It feels great, especially if they're bigger than you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Both of you guys earned an honorary single digit. You earned the single digit. How important is that? Or describe that.
I think it's one of the most important things. Just showing the coaches that, they have their trust in you and you can have their trust in them. I don't even know how to describe. I almost cried when they said.
Did you really?
Really.
It was that emotional.
It meant something to me.
Meant that much.
Last year was a hard year at the end of the year, and then came back to off season, worked my butt off, and then I got rewarded. So yeah, it felt good.
I love
to get
it.
that.
I love
That's
it.
cool. I just got a couple other questions. First, for both of you guys, I'll start with you, Brock. We talked last time you were on the show about any kind of quirky traditions, superstitions, food, rest, sleep. What do you do on Fridays to get you ready?
So I don't go to school. I do online.
Okay.
So
That's
usually
nice.
Go home, make chicken and eggs for breakfast.
All right.
And then we go watch our video, go to Tropical Smoothie, and then it's go time after that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I like it. What about you, Big Mike?
Call me crazy, but I'm a big Chinese food guy.
All right.
Oh, yeah, I like it.
So give us a food review.
Beef lo mein, no vegetables, couple of soy sauce packets.
Where from? What is there a go-to?
Yeah, Lean Cuisine down Charles Page.
All right.
I like it.
Let's
That's
go.
good stuff.
That's what we needed right there.
You guys are both seniors. I want to leave you with this, that it's been fun. I've been in town for about 5, almost 6 years now, watching you guys play. And so what I want to encourage you to do is continue to lead the way you're leading, because we talk about it every week. You've got ninth graders, you got middle schoolers, you got kids growing up watching you play. So on and off the field, I just want to encourage you to continue doing what you're doing.
Sure.
You're making a big difference. Keep doing that and keep playing hard. We sure do enjoy watching you on Friday night.
I'm sorry we lose control when the big plays, but it's so fun to watch.
It is fun.
Anyway.
It is fun. Well, thank you guys for being on set with us tonight. We got one more segment live from Amped Up Energy and Protein. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Project Dude Man is a men's riding club with a mission to have fun, build friendships, and to free all cyclists from the stigma associated with men's mental fitness and well-being.
Welcome, Sandite fans, to our final segment of Week 5 Coach's Show here live with Bobby Klinck and Chris Kaiser. Coach, we just had a couple of your seniors on the set. I know they're a lot of fun to watch. Kind of give us an overview of what you guys think of those two guys and how they lead and how they play.
Yeah, I love Big Mike. I remember Big Mike as he's coming up through the program. I mean, he would throw up after about every sprint. You know, he'd be leaning over the fence, and I'd be going, "Come on, Big Mike!" And you know, he's just matured and grown into a great football player. And then Brock Odell's one of my favorites. You know, he started as a receiver, moved to safety, and now he's a linebacker. And it's just whatever's good for the team, he was all in. And he's just another guy that Brock's a throwback. You know, I like him. He's kind of got a screw loose, just like his dad.
Yeah.
You know, as we all know, if you're familiar with the program, Brock's dad is Rick from Rick's Picks, so he's the guy who decides on the foods. But those two guys they're unbelievable players and great human beings.
Speaking of food, Chris, and I'll let you take it from here, but it looks like we've got, you know, we asked these kids where they like to eat, so we're building our resume, Chris.
I'm telling you, we're going to start doing food reviews on the Bobby Klinck Coach Show.
That's right. We're going to get 20 piece with Waylon. Now we're going to go to Lean Cuisine with Big Mike and have some Chinese before the game.
That's
so
big time.
we just keep building it up. We'll get us some food somewhere.
Mike eats Chinese food before the game?
It's his pregame routine.
Really?
It explains a lot, huh?
Yeah.
So Big Mike loading up on that MSG. I love it, man. That's my dude right there. Okay. I'm
all right.
all in on the Asian
He's all
food.
right.
No.
I love it.
That's awesome.
Pregame routine.
Well, we were talking about earlier, you know, different concerts and different, you know, different bands and stuff. Being a child of the '90s, you tell me your now wife was a fan club member of NSYNC.
Absolutely. I was honorary coach. I stayed out in a blizzard to help her get tickets that we realized the next morning she had a special line anyway.
And you never brought that up, did you, ever?
Once in a while, I still bring it up. I remember when.
As any good husband would. As any good husband would.
I can't let her off that easy.
But I was thinking about NSYNC, and I was like, dude, I remember Backstreet Boys are now playing in Vegas at that Sphere concert.
I know.
You know, tickets are like $600.
If you buy me a ticket, I'll go with you.
I'm gonna have to talk to Mr. Sitton about a raise if I can get to that Backstreet
may
Boys
go with
concert.
us. You never know.
He might if we go to Vegas. I'm half Asian. I can't go to Vegas. I'll get on the tables and I'll never leave. So we can't be doing that.
That's right.
And then another show Oasis is now doing a world tour. Unfortunately, it was during the summer when I'm busy and during football season. So I'm hoping they'll get a few more tour dates as we go towards this thing. But
And you'll make that trip too.
if I could roll in some Oasis back from the 90s, oh my goodness, I would be in heaven. That'd be my thing.
Tomorrow at the field house, his playlist is going to have Backstreet Boys, NSYNC, and Oasis going. That's
That'll get
that's how it's gonna
people,
get
that'll
fired
get
up.
people jacked up, I'll tell you that much.
That's
Oh
good
man, that's
stuff.
good stuff.
And so I know we mentioned briefly the fairs in town. You guys got any plans to go and eat any corn dogs or alligator or whatever they may have?
Betsy and I's first date ever was Tulsa State Fair.
Oh, she
and
stayed with you.
she
I like
did.
it.
She has, and I made her ride a few rides, and she doesn't. You know, that wasn't a great start, but that was. We have made it back, not every year, but occasionally. It's a great people watching place.
Absolutely.
It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable
Yeah.
people watching.
So,
You know,
but-
we actually went Sunday, you know, after the big win, I gave the kids Sunday off. I was like, hey guys, get out to the fair,
Right.
do what you got to do.
Right.
I actually went to the fair. My cousin's wife actually runs the whole thing, so I get
great.
tickets to Disney's on Ice. So I've been to Disney
You're
on
the,
Ice with
you're
my
the hero
boys.
dad.
Oh, yeah.
Listen, you know, and I don't tell them, man. Daddy bought these
Yes,
tickets for us.
Well, I
and
don't
we're right
care.
here.
You still made
It was
it.
unbelievable. And then we did the rides. We got the mega ride pass. and
Yes.
I went on this thing called the Raptor, and it was spinning way too much. I was done for the rest of the freaking day. It was
no.
brutal.
I'll flip
But
upside down, but don't spin me. It's over.
oh my gosh, I had to go eat, you know, some more corn dogs.
That's right. I heard the smoked turkey is $20. The smoked turkey leg is $20.
Hey, listen, I took out a loan before we went, so I'm good to go. I
gotta bring both
everything we
wallets.
need
You
to do.
got free tickets to Disney, but you paid $100 for a turkey.
I'm
leg.
telling
That's
you.
good.
Golly, man.
I was talking to my cousin's wife, Amanda. I was like, Amanda, these prices are insane. Let's go now. But she didn't listen.
That's good. Well, guys, I know it's been a lot of fun. Chris,
yep.
any final thoughts before we wrap it up?
Homecoming, Hall of Fame, Coach Flesh.
Yeah.
We're excited about that.
It's an
and
amazing deal there. That's really neat.
it's really cool, and we're going to have a great week and great festivities all week. So
Yeah.
excited about Friday night.
And a football game.
Yes,
and a
that's
football
right.
game.
We're working a football game,
and
and
we're
a
going
lot
to be
of fun.
prepared, and we're going to get after it. We got to remember there is a football game on Friday.
Correct.
So hopefully everybody comes out, enjoy it, and then come out to the game as well and support these kids.
Yep.
Pre-game is when the homecoming court's going to be in multiple sports this year for a change. It's
Trying
gonna be,
something new.
Going to be there.
There's going to be about 100 or 200 so attendees. I'm just kidding. It'll be like 50. But it's a cool deal. You know, I think it's going to end up being really neat for all these people to get recognition for doing their extracurriculars and all that stuff. So yeah, really looking forward to it.
Come out early. It's going to be a lot of fun at Memorial Stadium on Friday night as the Sandikes take on the Red Wolves for the football game and all the homecoming festivities. Guys, it's been a lot of fun.
Yes,
We'll
sir.
see you next Tuesday right here at Amped Up Energy and Protein, 6 o'clock. Come and join us. We're going to have a good time sitting around talking all things Sandikes. Until then, we'll see you Friday night at the stadium.
Bring it back.